After a year of production, the first episode of the Fallout Equestria radio play has finally been released. I've been a fan of Fallout Equestria for some time now. Read the fic, listened to Scorch's audiobook, well, what he's done of it, and seen a bunch of animations, a bunch of fan art, even considered doing my own animation for it, but we don't really have the resources for it yet. So I was kind of excited when this was coming out, and I had heard that Scorch was involved with it, which I think he was the best out of all the people that did the audiobooks. So I checked it out, listened to it. The basics of it is it's a crossover between Fallout 3 and My Little Pony. It takes place about 200 years in the future. The world has been destroyed by war, and the only people left are those that happen to survive out in the wasteland and the few inside the stables, which are underground bunkers. And the story follows this one young mare named Little Pip, who ends up getting out into the wasteland, and it follows her adventures from there. The first episode of the radio play follows the first chapter of the book, which details her actually leaving. So far, it's not too bad. They got Jesse Nowak to do the voice of Little Pip, which I was kind of apprehensive because I was afraid that she was just going to do her vinyl scratch voice. And I thought it was a little too on the nose, a little too cliche. I always pictured Little Pip with a little higher voice, and her vinyl scratch voice is considerably lower. But she did a great job with it. They got Ellie Monty to do Velvet Remedy, which that makes sense considering the character's a singer and she's a singer. The beginning of it, there was an old little radio play based on it called Voices of Wartime Equestria. And because it was older and the people involved weren't as experienced in voice acting, it doesn't quite match the quality. So there is a bit of a gap between that and then when it transitions into the actual play. But it was nice that it was included because it can be very emotional. Some of the bits in it are very heartbreaking and were very well done for the time. They got Scorch to do the narration, of course. The only issue that I have with it is that his narration is a little too much, where they're using it to describe the scenes. I kind of understand why they're doing it that way, but it kind of gets in the way a little bit. It's a little jarring. And if you're ever planning to use this audio to do animations and everything, it can cause a bit of a problem. But, I mean, it's decent. It works. The total package is great. The music is great. The voice acting is great. And we'll see how it carries on from there. I don't know how often they're going to be releasing episodes. When they originally put it out on Philadelphia radio, they had said that it was going to come out every Sunday. But I haven't heard of episode 2 being released yet, so I don't know. But I'm looking forward to hearing more.